What's going on, guys? So, getting right to the point today. As the title suggests, got something to take a look at here. This is the SAR USA 109T. This is a 9mm AR type pistol that I got to check out and wanted to show y'all a few things on it. So, spoiler alert, I have already shot it. I have not had a chance to really get a good zero on it yet and check the accuracy and all that. I'll be doing a separate video on that. But I did want to give you an overview. It does shoot really, really well. Very, very pleased with that. I've shot a lot of 9mm AR type guns over the years, and as such I've got a pretty good reference as to what they shoot like, and this one shoots pretty good. Very, very nice handling, recoil and all that good stuff. So I'm sure some of you want to dive into the specs on it, but before we do, got to get one more. Need one more to get the brain going good. Now, you'll notice right off the bat, this looks a little out of place. That's because it comes with a completely slick receiver extension on it. I want to put a pistol brace on it, so I swapped that out for a standard receiver extension that'll accept a pistol brace. So that is different from factory. Everything else is factory on it. Up top, just for the time being, this is, believe it or not, it's my old Gen 1 primary arms micro dot from circa like 2010, 2011, somewhere in that ballpark range. This little red dot has been from gun to gun to gun over the years, and it just still keeps on ticking. I had it set aside because it's been kind of semi-retired because I've got other stuff on and everything now, but I brought it out of retirement to put on here just to have a little something to use on it. I'll probably swap that out down the road with a Prism or something else, because I honestly want to keep this in retirement. It's got a little bit of nostalgia behind it. I digress. It comes with flip up factory iron sights, and you can notice they don't flip up on their own. You actually have to push the button on the other side, and then they will flip up and they lock in the open position just like they do in the bottom position. The rear is kind of like a typical AR type flip up rear. The front is it kind of gives you that H&K-ish vibe, so there's that. The handguard is a full four-sided Picatinny handguard that is free-floated. The barrel is a 9.8-inch barrel, so roughly 10 inches. Has their own flash suppressor on there, which I kind of dig. It's a nice one. Here's where we start getting into some of the differences between this and like a standard, what people think of as a typical 9mm AR type gun. So most 9mm ARs use a standard size upper and lower receiver, and then you're like on a dedicated one for like that takes, like, for example, Glock mags. The mag well is just cut to the front of the receiver, so on and so forth. Some of them are cut to the rear of the receiver, and you've got a feed ramp in there. The upper is pretty much a standard, AR upper. On the 109T, that's not the case. I don't know if you can really tell it on here, but the upper is actually significantly shorter than a standard AR upper, and the lower is also significantly shorter. So, for example, for reference, the distance between your two takedown pins is different than on a standard AR. So this upper will not fit on a standard AR upper, and a standard AR upper will not fit on this lower. The good side of that is it does save you some weight because you've got a lot less material in the two. And one of the other things that it allows it to do, due to the orientation of the mags and everything, you do have a very functional last round bolt hold open on here. It does take standard AR grips. The one that's on it is from SAR USA. I don't find it to be uncomfortable at all. My only druther with it per se would be from right in here to the trigger. It's a little narrow for my bigger hands, so I end up getting way too much finger on the trigger. I actually have to come down off of it instead of the normal high grip that I take, but that's just a me thing. Your safety is standard AR type safety. Breaks down like a standard AR. Your fire control group inside is a standard AR fire control group. It has a fairly flat faced trigger. It's not curved, and it's got some serrations on it. Kind of makes you think of a Glock trigger in a way, the way the front face serrations are. But otherwise, a standard hammer, disconnector, all that kind of good stuff. You can see the fixed ejector right there, and of course your standard last round bolt hold open. Now, since the receiver is shorter than a standard one, that also means that your charging handle is shorter and the bolt itself is shorter. Now, it is a one-piece bolt with a weighted rear end, but it won't take a standard 9mm AR type bolt, and like I said, it's a shorter charging handle. So there is that. Let me get it back together. The magazines are 30 round straight magazines. No, they're not Glock mags. They are pretty much identical in size to Colt and Uzi mags. So any gear that you've got that takes Colt or Uzi mags, these should fit straight in there. The dimensions are pretty much identical. The biggest difference is where the magazine catch is cut at, so on and so forth. I've got a couple of these mags, and they have proven to be 100% reliable. They feed really well. They've got a smooth follower, plenty of spring pressure, and the last round bolt hold open does indeed work. As you can see right there, bada bing, she does work. So there is that. What else was I going to tell you? That's pretty much the rough details of it. It's got a good weight to it. It's not like super lightweight, but it's not super heavy either for what it is. I like the weight of it. You could probably save some weight with a different handguard. I don't know how easy it is to change out this handguard. I have not tried. I also don't know what the deal would be with other handguards fitting, because I don't know what it looks like underneath as far as the threading on the upper receiver. If it's, like a standard AR type setup or what, since this is a shorter upper receiver. Again, the recoil of it is very pleasant. I know some people tend to say that 9mm AR type recoil is, heavy and violent. I've not experienced that. I don't find that to be the case. This one is very, very controllable. I will put up a little video clip at the very end of me firing it, just so you can kind of get a rough idea what it looks like. But it's been 100% reliable with the little bit that I've shot it. Accuracy seems to be good, but like I said, I'll do a separate range trip where I can actually put it on the rest, and we'll try a couple of different loads in it and see what kind of accuracy it actually gets. We'll probably try some hollow points through it. That always is a question folks have. Will it feed hollow points or not? Because some 9mm ARs will, some won't. We'll try that out and see. But again, it's a fairly well built little 9mm. Everything on it's tight and spot on. There ain't nothing rattling or loose or funky machine marks or anything like that. It all seems very, very good quality. So, just a quick overview, guys. This is the SAR USA 109T. More to come on it. And before anybody goes off in the comment section, save your comments on about 9mm versus rifle calibers versus all that. Heard them all. Get it. I understand it. You do you. I like the 9mm guns like this. So do my family and friends. Find all kind of uses for them. So, yeah, there's that. Anyway, you guys stay safe. Get out there and train and practice as always. And as soon as I can get a dry day at the range, I will bring you some more. We're trying to recreate Noah's flood here recently, as I watch it come down out the window as I speak. So if it don't let up soon, I'm going to have to drag the old flat bottom John boat to the range with me just to get down to the berm to put up targets, because it be wet. So weather dependent, that'll kind of decide how quickly I can get to the range and get something up for you. So you'll see it when you see it. Take care, stay safe, catch y'all later.